And looking at the amount of CC that's available, you don't have a Nautilus or something, right? Like, I don't think you have a pick that is really consistent at locking down this Akali. But don't get me wrong, the Sandbox comp, 100% execution.
On the Kai'Sa and the Rel. Looking pretty good here for Liv Sandbox. Let's jump into game number 1.
It's about their actual lore. You know, the actual stories behind these iconic champions, Atlas.
I mean, he's a DJ, not a champion, though. And you can see Cuz moving into his jungle, getting some vision down. Good charm connects onto Closer here. The return true damage coming through as well as BDD with the last Foxfire. Very close to just picking up the kill.
Mostly due to the laning speed that was found by Cuz. We'll see where they can smite this away.
Yeah, Closer Kyle moving in here as Cuz is going to get a little bit frightened. Willa will be able to make his way out though as BDD looking for that charm angle. You can see Willa holding on to the spell shield, but it doesn't actually work out as it's Cuz that comes forward. They manage to get first blood as BDD picks that one up, then lands the charm. Flash out for Kyle, and it's a great start for KT.
And BDD with the aggression there on the Ahri.
Oh no, he just missed it onto Cuz, who went in for the stun instead. He was too busy focused on the charm. As Teddy may kill aiming. There's the flash, and he gets the last auto. There it is! Teddy with a solo kill.
Not going to be the case. We're taking another look at this. And this is really nicely done. Gets an isolated Q, starts it up with a W, right? And is able to get a double proc of the passive, uses the heal for the movement speed. It's really cleanly done there by Teddy.
Yeah, like everything's going great here so far.
Kyle.
Yeah, teleport to come in, and Kyle is on that flank angle. Teddy has the killer instinct available, and the charm is going to connect onto him. Actually does need to be a little bit careful here. Buster shot from aiming, but there it is. The perfect execution comes down. Still, the Nocturne is going to die as BDD is flashing. Teddy flashes into the wall though, as Closer's going to have to be the one that clears this one out. Teddy will now find a supercharger forward, but Cuz gets the stab down. The Acathian Rain comes in. Now it's Cuz's turn to be the Kai'Sa. Still, Kyle's going to be there. Closer, can you actually grab the kill though? And there it is! He connects it, and it is now just a cow left roaming the rift. Aiming has respawned, however, he was dead. And I guess, you know, Keen and Clear still exist there in the top lane. The Krugs and the Gangplank can move on down. And we are definitely going to be fighting for this as Liv Sandbox, you could imagine.
Don't know about Lahans.
Oh, Lahans. The cow angle is...
Wait, they know now.
They do know now. As Lahans Hex flashes over, looks for his opportunity because he kind of has to, but there is the knock-up. The paranoia comes in, and it's Liv Sandbox who have the control. Still, Kyle's going to go down as now Closer is looking for aiming. Cuz gets into the pit. He's going to have to dive on out, though, as thankfully he possessed someone who can get over some walls. Perfect execution, not quite going to find any more damage, but that is a sacrifice of the top outer turret for the Hex Drake, and I don't know whether Liv Sandbox are going to be... Oh, never mind. So he's not actually able to take that one down, didn't have a big enough wave.
Because if you overstep even a little bit,
whoa, there's a flush headbutt pole. Immediately the charm comes down, and Kyle is just dead. Not a lot of opportunity to react there, and even the celebratory cannon barrage, they really wanted to kill that Rel. Coming on over, wanted to see whether he can stop this one from happening. As BDD moves in, Kyle once again out of position. Gravity Field does come through, and yeah, she's just dead. The paranoia comes down, but I don't know whether it's quite going to be enough here as Cuz is going to steal away the Rift Herald. BDD trying to get out of there, but he's not going to be able to do so as Lahens gets involved as well. Perfect execution. Closer just trying to escape, and Clear is just going to leap strike his way out. They managed to go 1-for-1, and BDD for Kyle, I guess you probably take, but it is KT that secure the eye.
It is still KT, though, that is the one that's setting up the plays. It's KT that's being proactive, and I'm mainly wondering, what does it mean for this dragon? Because getting a second dragon for Sandbox, I think, is incredibly important. As Lahans?
Yeah, he's just dead.
He's just dead.
Yeah, Cannon Barrage does come down as now Teddy's also looking to kill aiming again. Buster Shot does a fair bit of work, and he also gets the explosive charge value onto Kyle as BDD has already ulted. He is Spirit Rushing forward, looking for even more. The charm is going to miss, though. Everfrost gets a really nice stun, but Kyle's got one of them too. And Teddy able to clear out the way. Yeah, no, we are just killing. That is what's happening here. As Dustbringer comes down, the Voidseeker going to connect there as well as Teddy's healed to make sure that they can run faster. The Heartbreaker comes down. They're trying to chase as Clear dives in. He's going to die, though. Still, that is going to be also Cuz falling down eventually, but that's not before BDD takes 2 kills. as Kyle and Teddy are just food for the Ari. And in the end, it is KT that come out ahead. That was chaos. Down, but aiming can just rocket jump his way in. There's the headbutt pole on to clear, and it's going to be Cuz that secures it. This Magnet Storm angle is massive, but he's by himself. The paranoia comes down. Teddy dives into the back line, but BDD goes golden, and Teddy is now just by himself. And the possession procession will come through. Cuz just starts to lock everyone down. Clear, not a whole lot he can do apart from press his Counter-Strike button and pray. And KT, they lose their Pirate, but they are not going to lose too much more.
KT are not always a try to go for like these really aggressive skirmishes team, but it's like Cho. Oh, it's hold up.
They're going to look for BDD yet again. He doesn't find the charm. His paranoia is...
Wait,
just
Closer.
Used. Yeah, Closer does find that flank angle, goes into his shroud, as they have closed in pretty nicely. Trying to dive out is Closer, and he does manage to escape as now Clear gets on top of aiming and Keen. Buster Shot is now on cooldown as Closer's in, he's out, and the Jax is just dead. Oh, the dash cannon to pick up the kill onto BDD there, but that is a heartbreaker for Teddy. And Cuz is still a massive threat. Voidseeker going to connect there onto Closer as Cuz just getting himself over that wall. But I'm not sure. Any Aussies in chat, let us know. Anyway, Lehens is just getting over the wall. He wants to activate that Hex Flash as often as he possibly can. And this inhibitor turret is just going to go down. One last ditch effort, one last flanking teleport as BDD will find him. In goes Closer, dash cannon and forward. And there is the paranoia. Let's see whether this kind of craziness is going to work out for Liv Sandbox. They're cool kids, they never panic, but they may lose this team fight as Closer is just burning down Cuz. That's all he wants is to kill this Akali. And Kyle is going to get taken down. That headbutt pole onto Teddy was fantastic, but he Killer Instincts over the wall. Keen is looking for him. The trial by fire will be failed by the Kaisers. It's a double kill for the Pirate. That's going to be the ace, and that will be a pretty elementary first game here for our first place team in KT. Taking the game over Liv Sandbox. It's not all over for them just yet, but it's getting closer, and DRX, you can imagine, are looking on pretty happy as this Nexus goes down.
Feeling good about this one.
Right, you pick Nocturne R4. It is likely that you're going to be looking for that in order to create a very similar composition to the ones that we've seen them utilize in the past. Not going to be the case, as aiming a bit of a passenger on this one, but look at that gold graph, man. Like, if you're a coach, you see a gold graph like that, you're like, boys, would you like a steak dinner tonight? Plan A. We only have Plan B, and Plan B for KT was their whole challenger roster. They are now going to be on the red side, and let's see whether Liv Sandbox can take them down. That's dicey.
That is not feisty. That's dicey.
Yeah, it certainly is. There is mitigation that they do have, right? You've got headbutt and the cask, right, for disengage
Good
options.
Disengage for sure.
But I don't know whether that is going to be enough against, like, this composition looks really, really nice. Any sort of playoffs contention. I don't know, man. This is crazy. It's unprecedented. Let's get on to the rip.
To try and put some additional pressure towards feisty.
Yeah. I've thrown some burst fires towards Teddy and Kyle, who are just trying to bully them away from these first few minions. They are going to be able to get there, and Hype really was one of the bot laners last season that I was, I'm not sure whether he spotted Humbug.
Doesn't look like he did.
Now going to find the Vault Breaker. Willa trying to utilize that Nimbus Strike, get that extra attack speed, but you can see Humbug pretty happy about trading with the Wukong at this stage of the game. Perfect now moving towards Clear, knows that the jungler is no longer there. Kyle finds a great grand entrance onto Wei. He's going to trample his way out of here. With Sandbox just kind of taking some control. Of course, if you can talk about the lane matchups, the Zeri not exactly going to be doing the greatest things in the very early stages of the game, but we've seen her do better than this. Make it to level 3 is still a difficult time. Feisty has already teleported back. Closer hasn't just yet. As Humbug, level 4, looking for this as the flashes are exchanged between jungle and mid, and no flash for Closer means a lot less playmaking to worry about. Nicely done there by the KT jungler.
You know, forcing some early summoners and maybe getting some movement up towards this Rift Herald. All going to be really big wins, because it's really the 5v5s where I think you have to be very worried.
Oh, there's the headbutt pole onto 2. Teddy gonna have to flash as he is ignited. It's a good grand entrance, but Hype is still trying to make this one work. still has the heal available. He's going to use it, but he had Ignite, and that is going to be first blood going to Teddy. Another headbutt Polv comes in as Teddy's getting relatively low, but Wei has nothing left in the tank. He's going to have to try and get out, but he's not going to. Still will be at 2 for 1 as Kyle does go down, but still pretty nice one there for Teddy. Humbug looking to make his way down. Cease and desist is going to be there.
He's dead.
And Teddy is very dead. So I guess 2 for 2 in the end. Decides that he is going to invest that one into the slam dunk. Macro is the problem. This laning phase and stuff like that, our challenger players can be fantastic. As Clear is in turret range. All right, perfect. I see you. As Clear is going to be able to make his way out, but I think message kind of received here as the Rift Herald is going to get a charge. A few plates going over towards Willa there. As he's back to the mid lane. We do have Liv Sandbox with control of this Dragon Pit, but KT are closing in. Let's see what they can actually do as there is the cease and desist. Hype is going to ult as well as Will is getting taken down exceptionally low. The Zeri picks up a kill now. Is it going to be a certification moment? Emperor's Divide, kind of massive. Teddy taken down. In the meantime, Perfect is looking for Clear. He's just like, get out of here, buddy. You ain't going to protect the rest of your team. You may have teleport, but I have a body slam, and that's a triple kill. Stamp it and certify it, Chronicler.
But I think it's important to note that best of ones inherently are very volatile.
Yeah.
If best of one, if LCK was a best of one format, as a Perfect in trouble.
Sidestep was kind of gorgeous though, as Perfect going to tank up the turret quite a few times. He's got nowhere to go. That is going to be the kill onto the Gragas. Want to shout out Clear for that sidestep. Really looked nice. And Teddy getting a kill. Fantastic here for Liv Sandbox finding their way back into this game.
And we'll see if they can find that.
Oh, Humbug in trouble. He's trying to turn it, but the quickness does come down. Closer finds the ulti. Under 2 as they take down Humbug already. Feisty is here. Perfect is teleported in. And Hype does still have the ultimate. They are still very dangerous, but Humbug dying with cease and desist up and the flash available. This is scary, but it looks like KT are kind of feeling themselves. No unbreakable will. Liv Sandbox are also running out of buttons as well.
Yeah, but are they in time? Like Fed Zeri and a Nazir with Nashers and Leandries.
This is Leandries there, exactly. They could just burst this down. They've also got so much disengage, as we spoke about already. The Baron's just going to be taken, and it's clean from this team. 2-man pull right, Teddy. Special delivery. Feisty's going to wipe the floor with him. What is happening? Chronicler Challenger teams are too powerful. They cannot be stopped. Hype is going to pick up another one. And they're just going to march down the mid lane. I know I'm kind of losing my mind here, but like, there is so much going on in my brain. I'm so proud of these players, man. But it's Liv Sandbox that need to...
Oh, there we go.
All right, there we go. We managed to find Zeri. He is very, very dead. Humbug trying to escape, but I don't know whether he's going to be able to. Willa finds the Cyclone onto him. Humbug able to Vault Breaker his way out. Feisty's also in trouble, and you were mentioning, let's find some challenger. I found it, Chronicler, as Feisty's also just dead. I think they may have got a little bit ahead of themselves.
That's challengers, baby!
Which way? Where is Wei's paddock? I am not entirely sure. He's walking angrily towards the enemy base. Yeah, there we go. Takes the little Scryer's bloom, and Teddy's going to be able to grab himself the kill. Liv Sandbox, they will grab themselves soul point.
Do you want to try and
I mean, it's even faster now.
Yeah, you want to try and force Sandbox to make an engage when they're not really ready for it. They do have a great flank ward here, though.
Yeah.
And they will get spotted.
Yeah, Closer is going to move in. There's a big ulti. Wei is once again ulted, and Closer is just dead. He goes for the engage, and the rest of Liv Sandbox are just not there to follow up. Humbug going to get Void Sought, but nothing else going to happen. Kyle getting caught on the flank here as well. Not going to be able to make his way in as there's the teleport for Clear. They know exactly what's going on, and KT are looking for the turn. Teddy dives in. Emperor's Divide once again, but the Azir is going to fall down. Kyle gets into the backline. He's running amok, but it's Hype that's getting the kills. And now Clear trying to escape. Teddy has to flash the wall, but that's going to leave the rest of the team kind of without anyone there as Clear goes gold, and Perfect is just playing bouncer. And Hype is going to pick up yet another one. I don't know whether it necessarily means the Baron right now, but Liv Sandbox, they definitely lose out on that fight. This is a very quick Baron, as we already stated. Way off to the side. Hex Flash available. Willa, he's a stealer. He knows exactly what he wants to do, but that is going to be an ult used onto a clone. Not exactly optimal. As now Kyle trying to get out of there, Wei tanking forever. Another ulti, but this one from Closer isn't as good. Empress Divide is massive. Delivery to Hype as well, as it's the monkey and Teddy pops into the backline. Hype goes golden, but can he keep himself alive? He flashes. He's not going to. Closer is still up, and he has to go back to the Unbound Soul. He's not even going to get a chance. And it's Teddy against the world. KT winning team fight after team fight after team fight, and Teddy's going to go down as well. Perfect takes a drink. That's an ace, and they'll take a Baron.
And KT!
I said 3-1. I said 3-1 for Humble Life Esports tomorrow, Chronicler. I'm an idiot.
Are on the verge.
They're now looking for their final dragon. That's going to be up in 2.5 minutes approximately. They have already taken that top inhibitor. The perfect one is Kyle. Yeah, he is trying to get out of this one. Cease and desist is going to be there as Humbug doesn't really have very many friends. The 1v1 of the ages here. As, Kyle not going to be able to be flanking, but I don't know whether he necessarily dies because he has a lot more mobility. Still, without the engage of the Rakan, it's going to be difficult as there is the Cyclone into the backline. Empress Divide too good, and the explosion from the Zeri will take down the Wukong. Clear going to have to get out of there, and even in the 4v4, it is still definitely an advantage here for KT.
The disengage is so good. They still have Gragas' ult.
Yeah. And Teddy has to supercharge to get himself out of the way. He doesn't have that for another scuffle. If it does come in, Perfect goes golden. The turret does fall down. Wei trying to keep himself alive. Hype sidesteps the ulti. He's looking for these burst fires, but it's not quite working out. Clear is going to get him down to the GA, and now Feisty is just looking to clean it up.
That's it!
It's a double kill, as now Hype is going to flash away. It's Clear against the world. Closer also here, but he's going to go down to his GA. Pops back to the Unbound Soul, and that is Liv Sandbox. Their chances at playoffs, their chances at Worlds will be crushed by two different KTs in the one day.
The roller coaster is only going up, Atlas!
It's ridiculous. It's overflowed into Challenger as well. This is nutty. Will are going to be taken down. It's a 10-3 and 12 Zeri in this game of all things. And KT, they will say goodnight to these Nexus turrets. You can see some scratching of heads for Liv Sandbox, but some ecstatic players here on the side of KT. And that is the 2-0 with 10 players in the one day. Buttock and Beryl giving them a good round of applause here. I can't believe KT actually stuck around here as well. It's actually really, really cool.
It is, of course, this was always the expected outcome. If the main KT roster would have played,
and there's also
wouldn't have changed. I think
it's like hats off to the KT Challenger squad, but also we have to remember that you'd be pretty crushed knowing that this is a game number 2. You'd have to win again, and you probably have to win against the main roster.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Jason for the interview translation. First, we are here joined by the 5 starting lineup players on the side of KT roster. So we are here joined by Keen, Cuz, BDD, Aiming, and Lehans. Congratulations on the win, also finishing the regular season on the first place. Keen, KT's momentum is unstoppable. I think ending the regular season on the first place means even more to you. How do you feel? It feels amazing, you know, to be the first place, but we still have a long way to go, you know, playoffs. So I'm just, you know, happy. Not too excited, but, you know, it feels amazing to end first place. I think KT roster this season kind of showcased the best teamwork possible, and you guys were in high spirit over the course of 2023. How was it? Well, spring, it started off a little bit, you know, rocky, but this summer we were starting off with a loss, so I was having the same feeling. What if we actually have another rough season? But in the end, we were able to overcome the first defeat, and we were able to have unstoppable, you know, winning streak. So it feels amazing. So yeah, we will be advancing straight to the round 2. So I don't care what happens on the lower bracket. You know, do your best, guys, and I will just be watching you guys, and you know, we'll get started in the round 2.
열심히 준비해서
We will do our best
좋은
to
경기력
prepare for the
보여드리도록
playoffs and
노력하겠습니다.
showcase the best performance possible. Thank you so much, Kian. Now moving on to Cuz. KT Roaster closing out the regular season with another win. How do you feel?
오늘 경기도 너무 깔끔한
Today
것 같아가지고
was another
너무
clean
좋은 것
victory,
같아요.
so it feels great.
특히 커즈 선수의
I think this summer you had an outstanding season,
오늘 잡으신 비에고,
especially your
뭔가 커즈 선수
Viego.
비에고만 잡으면
It always
더욱더
shows the
완벽한
perfect and
정글링이
flawless
완성되는
jungle
느낌이었는데요.
pathing.
비에고
How do you
어떠셨어요,
see
커즈 선수?
Viego right now?
비에고만 하면은
Whenever I get to play
갑자기
Viego,
피지컬도
my
좋아서
mechanics
잘
gets
되고
like super
좋아지고 해서 저한테
perfect, you know,
소울이 뛴것
incredible.
같아요.
So I think Viego is my soulmate for sure. Then what is your resolution for playoffs?
플레이오프에 진출해서도 끝까지
I hope we can
포기하지 않고 이번에는 꼭
survive
좋은
until the
성적
very
내서
end. We will
우승하고
never
싶어요.
give up until the end. And this time around, I wish we can finally win the LCK title.
네, 그리고 BDD 선수 이번
And
서머
BDD,
정말 분위기 좋아 보였습니다. 팀원들과의
This summer,
호흡
KT
어땠나요?
Roaster was having so much fun. Tell us about your teamwork. I think throughout the season, we were able to build even more trust and belief in each other. So
네, 그리고
I hope we
이
can
세트에
keep up the
이제
good work.
선수들이 나와서 또 활약을
And in the last
해주셨습니다.
game,
뒤에서 지켜보는
KTCL
입장이
players
어떠신가요?
overtook the stage and Phenomenal had a phenomenal debut as well. What did you feel watching them perform? I was a little bit worried because they might get nervous because they didn't have enough time to prepare, but I was actually proud of them performing so well.
또 지금 굉장히
And
기분 좋아하고
Rascal
계실 것 같거든요.
Was watching in the audience actually supporting you guys. Any message over to Rascal now that you made him advance to playoffs? He was actually messaging me last night. You know, he was like literally asking for my help, and you know, I did it for you.
아니었나 봐요. 실제로는 좋습니다. 그리고 BDD 선수의 플레이오프에 대한 각오도
And BDD,
들어보도록
what is your
하겠습니다.
mindset for this playoffs?
잘 맞아가는 것 같아서
I think we are reaching, you know, really a high level of performance and teamwork. So this time around, we will make sure to win the LCK trophy.
선수 정규 시즌 1위로 마무리하셨습니다.
And
돌아보면
aiming,
이번 서머 좀 만족스러우신가요?
KT Roaster finishing as first place. Are you happy with how the season went? Yeah, I'm so proud of myself because of the fact that this is my first ever first place finish of a regular season. Then who do you watch out for the most? I think KT Roaster right now is like popping off. I'm not afraid of anyone. Then, is there any message you want to send to all the potential KT Roaster opponents?
저희 팀 이제 딱 봐도 너무 잘하잖아요.
As you can see, you know, we are so good.
이겨보도록 하겠습니다.
We will beat you guys.
좋습니다. 화끈한 선정 보고까지 해주셨고요. 마지막으로 리엔즈
Now
선수
let's hear from
마지막
Lee
경기까지
Hans.
2대0 승리로 장식한 기분
Last match,
들어보겠습니다.
another win for KT. How do you feel?
저희가 17승 1패로 마무리했는데 제가
I think it's 17-1. And early in the season, we lost to Genji, and I said I want to have a 17-1 season in the end, and I'm happy that we were able to achieve that, and I'm also proud of our CL players. So spring season, you know, the playoffs ended a little bit short for KT Roaster. Then what is your mindset heading into this playoffs? I mean, you know, finishing as the first place in the regular season, you know, means a lot, but at the same time, everything kind of resets heading into the playoffs. So we will be participating in the playoffs as a challenger. Before we go, any last message for all the KT Roaster fans? Thank you so much for your support. And you know, in the spring season, we ended short. We were not able to make it to the finals, but this summer, I hope we can have a great ending together. Thank you so much for the interview, guys, and once again, congratulations on the win. Now, we will be joined by Leap Sandbox players as they just had their last match of the regular season. We will begin the interview shortly after the Leap Sandbox players joins the stage.
리브 샌드박스 선수분들 입장하고 계십니다. 리브 샌드박스 선수분들과
Please welcome
인터뷰를
the
나누도록
Leap Sandbox
하겠습니다.
players as they enter the stage.
네, 마지막까지 포기하지 않고 경기를 멋지게 펼쳐주신
Thank you one more time for joining us for this
클리어
interview,
선수,
and
버돌
we are here
선수,
joined
윌러
by
선수,
Clear,
클로저
Bertle,
선수,
Willer,
테디 선수,
Closer,
카이
Teddy,
선수
and
모셨습니다.
Kyle.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
여러분 큰 박수 부탁드립니다.
Let's give it up for the Lip Sandbox players one more time.
네, 먼저 클리어 선수께 여쭤보도록 하겠습니다. 서머 도중에
Clear,
합류를
you
하셔서
joined
좋은
Lip
모습을
Sandbox main
보여주셨던
roster
클리어
mid-summer
선수였는데요.
season.
LCK 이번에 데뷔해보니까
How was your
어떠셨나요?
debut season? How did it go?
중간에 합류하면서 짧은 시간
I joined Lip Sandbox in the middle of the season. I didn't spend
많이
a very long time
배우고
together,
느꼈던
but
시즌인 것
throughout
같습니다.
that time, I was
많은
able
걸
to learn
배우고
so much.
느꼈다라고 말씀을 해주셨는데 앞으로 그 배우고 느낀 것을 가지고 더
What
좋은
kind of top
선수가
laner do
되실
you want to
것
become in the
같습니다.
future,
목표,
and
각오를
what is your
들어보고
goal as a
싶습니다.
pro player?
이번에 시즌 보내면서
Over the course of the summer
단점들도
season,
많이
I learned a
찾아낸 것
lot
같아서
about my issues and my
잘
problems,
보완해서
so I
내년에는
hope I
좀
can
더
improve
좋은
on
모습
those
보여드리도록 하겠습니다.
and come back
네,
stronger
저희도 함께
next year.
기대해보고 응원하도록 하겠습니다. 이어서 버돌 선수 만나보겠습니다.
Next
서머
up is
정규 시즌
Bertle.
이렇게 마무리를 하게 됐습니다.
Now, this
버돌
is the
선수
end of the
이번
summer
여름
regular
돌아보면
season.
어떠셨나요?
How do you look back at the summer season?
어떻게 보면
Well,
스프링, 서머
I think
행복할
both
때도 있고 좀
spring and summer had
슬플
some
때도
good
있었는데
moments and also some sad
서머
moments, you know.
유독 좀 제가 좀 많이
But this
무너져서
summer,
현민이 형도
I kind of fell
그때는
apart,
좀
and
갑작스럽게 출전하고 좀
because
고생도
of me,
많았는데
Clear had
그래도
to
끝까지
be
다
called
같이
up
잘
and,
해줘서
you know,
감독
participate
코치님들까지
in the LCK, but
어,
he worked so hard until
좀
the very end
아쉽지만
together with the
그래도
coaching
좋은
staff, you know.
한 해가
It's a bummer
것
that we were
같아요.
not able to accomplish
네,
what we
아쉽지만
wanted,
좋은
but I think
해였다라고
this
말씀해
year was also a
주셨는데요.
meaningful
앞으로
time
그러면
for
어떤
me.
부분들을 좀 개선해 나가고 싶으신지도 들어보고 싶습니다.
Then what do you want to work on prepping for next year,
뭐
maybe?
스프링, 서머 했던 거 다시 한번 돌려보면서
I want to go over what
문제점들이나
were the
그런 것들을
plays that I
한번
made
보고
during spring and summer
어,
season and
뭐
trying to
아직
find out what
직접
my
게임은
biggest
인생이
issues are.
끝난 게
And my
아니니까
professional career
뭐
does not end
끝까지
here.
계속 달려갈
I will
테니까
keep working
응원해
hard,
주시면
so I
감사하겠습니다.
will look forward to
네,
your
맞습니다.
support.
앞으로 정말 많은 시간이 남아 있는 버돌 선수 더 멋진 모습으로 돌아오시기를 저희가
And we all wish you the best of luck in the future as well. And Willer,
이번 서머 리브 샌드박스 라이너분들의
Willer, you were supporting all the laners on the side of Lip Sandbox this season long. How do you look back at the summer season?
전체적으로 단독 주전 첫 해였는데
So this was my first year as a starting jungler, so it's a bummer that we were not able to end the season on a good note. But I want to say thank you to my teammates, and also I really appreciate your hard work.
열심히
Plus,
응원해주셨는데
we had so many fans supporting us throughout the year, but you know, I really appreciate it, but so I feel so sorry for my fans.
리브 샌드박스를 응원하기 위해서 이 롤파크를 찾아주시기도 하고 집관도
Indeed, we have
해주셨는데요.
so many
응원 많이
Lip Sandbox
보내주신
fans still
팬
today
여러분들께
staying
한
for the
말씀
very
부탁드리겠습니다.
last interview. Any message over to them?
이렇게 1년 동안 계속 쭉 응원해 주셔서
You know,
너무
your
힘이
support
됐고,
throughout the year
또
really gave so much energy.
이렇게 누군가 응원해 준다는 게 정말
Having someone
도움이
supporting
되는 걸
us
몰랐는데 한 해 동안 너무
was
감사했습니다.
really meaningful stuff. You know, I never thought that it would mean so much to me, but throughout the year, I realized that fans really mean a lot to all the pro players. So I want to say thank you. And Closer, what is your biggest takeaway this summer season? There were a lot of moments where I could have played better, so I feel so sorry for my teammates. Also sorry for my fans because I was not able to play up to the fans' expectations. So no, I left so much to be desired. But we will be still looking forward to seeing you next year as well. What is your resolution for next season? I hope I can come back as a stronger player in order to play up to the expectation that fans have around me. Now, Teddy, you made your return to the LCK after having a bit of a break time. And how was your first season back in the LCK? I spent a season in the LCK again with Lip Sandbox. I was supposed to carry my team, but I was not able to play that role perfectly. So I want to say sorry to my teammates. Is there anything you want to say to all the Lip Sandbox players? You guys fought so hard. You guys worked so hard this season, you know. I had so much fun with you guys. Thank you.
팀원들도 마음을 많이 알아차렸을 거라 생각합니다. 그리고 테디 선수와 함께 합을 맞추셨던 카일
And let's hear from
선수
Kyle.
만나보도록 하겠습니다. 이번 서머 마친 소감 들어보겠습니다.
Kyle, how do you look back at the summer season?
서머 때 이길 판들이 좀 많았는데
There were a lot of
약간
games and matches where we were actually
플레이를 잘
able to win,
못해가지고
but my play
팀원들한테 되게
was not up to par.
그런 것 같습니다.
I'm so sorry for my players.
아쉬움과 미안한 마음이 많이 남는다고 말씀해 주셨는데요. 이제 다음 시즌을 기약하게 됐습니다.
But we still have next year and also a lot more seasons to come. Kyle, you are one of the promising LCK supports as well.
메타가 바뀔 때마다
Every time we have a meta shift, I want to adapt to the meta really fast. I want to be a consistent player regardless of the meta.
이제 마지막으로 주장인 테디 선수가 팬 여러분들께
And lastly,
감사
Teddy
인사 말씀
asked the
부탁드립니다.
captain of Lip Sandbox any message for all the Lip Sandbox fans.
너무 감사하고
Thank you so much for your support throughout the
성적은
summer season.
좋게 못했지만
Well, we were not able to have the best outcome possible, but still you guys are always there to supporting us, and I want to say thank you to my teammates and also to our coaching staff. Now this will be the end of the interview from Lip Sandbox players, and I'm going to pass it back to the space. Thank you.